X in my name is not just a symbol or a target sign. A spell that attracts all who spit facts online all the time. Can you see it? All the ones who drag my name every single day. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? They keep saying you don't have what it takes to carve out your own name underneath the shadows of gods. And I keep waiting for the day disbelievers say I flew way too close to the sun. I wait, but it never really comes. The X in my name is not just a symbol or a target sign. A spell that attracts all who speak facts online all the time. The X in my name is not just a symbol or a target sign. A force that compels all to rebel from all right shackled minds. Why do they just stand there against when they fall from the battles I have overcome? You feel it, feel the cope and the seething tone that they make while I stand up, man among gods. And I keep vaping with my mill, shooting ropes in my cold that faces towards the sun. They hate, but I'm sitting comfy with their mom. The X in my name is not just a symbol or a target sign. A spell that attracts all who speak facts online all the time. The X in my name is not just a symbol or a target sign. A force that compels all to rebel from all that shackled mind. The X in my name is not just a symbol or a target sign. A spell that attracts all who speak facts online all the time. The X in my name is not just a symbol or a target sign. A force that compels all to rebel from all right shackled minds. It's you and me, your mom, it's three. I'll take another hit from my name. You'll see now, watch me right now, punch your face now. Show you how.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello. Welcome back. And boy, is it good to see all of you guys again. Welcome. I apologize for not streaming yesterday. I actually fully intended to and had everything ready to go live, but had a bit of a minor medical emergency with my dog. I'll explain all that in a moment. But yes, we are continuing with Cerulean Smoke at High Noon for the background music today. I like it. It's really good. It's a vibe too, you know? I'll get into the puppy stuff in a moment. I do apologize, but looks like CoinDog's cat just typed something. But unfortunately, or I should say fortunately, we're back, we're here, and I will be streaming tomorrow as well. Now, I had everything ready for stream yesterday, and I actually went upstairs to go make myself some food, and I was going to eat, and then I was just going to schedule stream and put out the first announcement, all that good stuff. Then that is when I noticed that the little, tiny, adorable fluffball dog you can see on the wall right behind me, my little puppy, she's my mom's dog, but she's my puppy too, was acting really weird. She kind of like scuttled to the edge of the bed, and she was clearly excited to see me and wanted my attention as she always does, but she was like shivering like she had a fever and looked like she was in pain. And I was like, what is going on? And I got down to like look at her and investigate, and she was acting really weird. So, you know, me and my mom start checking her out. We carry her out to the living room and you know, lay her down in a nice comfy spot so she's got somewhere to look. I check her pulse, and I make sure she's, like, doing okay. She doesn't seem like she's too hot or too cold. Like, her temperature seems fine, just based on feeling her stomach and her, like, neck and her nose and everything. And her pulse was normal. And I was like, what is wrong with her? And we noticed that she's, like, not wanting to put weight down on, frankly, any of her paws, but mostly her back left paw. And so I thought maybe one of us in the night had, like, rolled on top of her without realizing it while we were sleeping, because she lays in the bed with us. We can't really stop her. She jumps up. And maybe accidentally hurt her, but she would have yelped and indicated that, so we were really confused about what could be going on with her. And I continued to, like, investigate. I isolated it down to somewhere in her legs being the problem, and eventually, after digging through her fur, I found that there was this lump on the underside of her back right paw pad. You know how dogs have, like, the middle palm pad and then their toe pads? This was on the palm part of the pad. On, like, the side of it was this lump. And it's, like, perfectly uniform with the rest of the paw pad's color. There's a little bit of red, like, pinkish, reddish irritation, but mostly it's just this lump. And I researched it, and it could have been a variety of things. A blister caused by a splinter that could have gotten into her from, like, stepping on a thorn or something. And that's a possibility. It definitely is. It could have been a sting or a bite from some sort of, like, venomous sting or bite, you know, that just stung her on the bottom of the foot pad, and now she's, like, dealing with that, because that's definitely not a fun experience. But it didn't explain why she was acting so lethargic. It's as if she was in a pretty significant amount of pain and just wanted to chill. Like, she just couldn't stand to do anything but relax. Like, she still got excited when I'd be like, Lola, you want to play? And I'd, like, clap my hands and I'd look at her, and she'd, like, wag her tail and her eyes would bulge up because she's excited to play, but she didn't want to sit up or do anything. And so what we figured out is that it is most likely a corn. That is right. Dogs can get corns. And what we think caused it is the hard wood flooring I have in my house. It's 80 years old. So it's very dry and kind of like, if you get real close and look at the wood flooring, it looks like, I mean, if you spill water on it, it soaks it up like a sponge. It's like all dry and flaky. And so we think it's the floor doing it, or possibly because the floor soaks up anything used on it, it's possible that some of the cleaning solution I used to mop could have been soaked into the floor, and then, you know, let's say my mom gives the dog a bath and then her paws are wet and she walks on that floor. Now she's getting if you guys are seriously confused, just Google it. Anyway, she'll walk on the floor and get the floor wet, and that could get whatever solution the wooden flooring soaked up, kind of like re-waterified or whatever, and then it could get on her paws and start causing irritation. And we pretty much nailed it down to that, because she noticeably stopped reacting as negatively once we gave her a bath and washed the like anything off of her paws. And we have since set up like carpets for her to walk on to get all through it. Getting corn dogs. If you guys don't know what corns are, I can't help you. I'm not going to describe it. It's gross. Google it. I'm not tanking my viewership by talking about it. Sorry. I find it gross. I see the town and is brown. The skies, I don't know what you're talking about. Aralden. That does sound like a Lord of the Ringsy kind of name, though. I'm not going to lie. The way that, like, E is, accented, and the way you've got that A-U-R and then an O and then that's probably a name from a Tolkien story. I just don't remember, to be honest. I googled it. It is very gross. Yeah. Oh, found it. Yep, there you go. Oh, I love that. Oh, found it. Oh. You insisted you had to know. You insisted, because it was so important for you to know. You know, like, it totally wasn't important to anything I told you, but you had to know. And now you do, and now you regret it. Yeah, now you regret it. See, now next time you know, when I tell a story, you just listen to the story and take in the main point. Don't question the details. Otherwise, you're going to find out some horrible shit when you Google what corns are. Zan dropping more cognito hazards. To be fair, I tried to protect you from that one, okay? You guys insisted on hurting yourselves there, okay? I did my best to protect you, so you can't give me any shit for that one, alright? I told you Google it if you want to know, and you Googled it of your own volition. You will not accuse me of under false pretenses making you Google that. It's not like I told you to Google the 1992 space movie. I think that's the one, right? Is that the year? 1990... Yeah, 1992 space movie. Yeah, I didn't tell you to Google the 1992 space movie. Which you should not Google that. Do not Google 1992 space movie. Zan! I told you not to Google it! What the fuck? What? I told you not to Google that! Wouldn't that just be Alien? Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's Alien. Just don't Google it, okay? Nat 1, if you search it in chat. Oh my god. You should definitely, if you do Google it, definitely read the movie's plot on Wikipedia, because you'll be laughing uproariously within about 10 seconds. Zan, don't tell me not to do things that makes me want to do it more. I'm just telling you, do not Google 1992 space movie. Dude, my slot in hell is reserved, bro. We're nice and reserved. Let's go. Anyway, guys, I saw people in chat asking if I should cover, or if I'm going to cover, the Demon Mama Westside Tyler stuff. And I did see that. I did take a skim through that, the most recent thing that came out, and oh man. Whew. Shit, bro. It's bad. Meh, it's not that bad? Bro. Arlden, are you a Shotokan by any chance? Are you into children by any chance? I have a hard time finding that anyone who isn't would think it's not that bad. Maybe you were responding to something else. If you were, then I'm sorry for implying that, because there is a delay. That's my fault, and I apologize if you're referring to something else being not that bad. I heard that there was child labor. Oh yeah, there was more than child labor. Jesus. What? Oh, you guys don't know. You guys don't know. There's been a journalist guy named Westside Tyler. God, why does this piece of hair want to go down? You know what? Fine. Superman time. Anyway, yeah, Westside Tyler made a big investigation into Demon Mama, and like, I did not know any of this shit. Like, the idea that... I'm assuming this stuff had to have been public already, though, right? Was this stuff, like, known, but mostly only said by, like, far-right weirdos, so no one took it seriously? Because there's no way that this stuff was sitting out there as available as it was for him to find, and no one else found it. I didn't know about it, but... someone had to have, right? Like, outside of that, like, bubble, there had to have been people being like, yo, this is the fastest Zan's been proven right. Keffels took months. Listen, guys. As long as you're a good person, at the end of the day, you don't have much to worry about. Everybody has their flaws and failings, and that's what I was getting shit for, but at the end of the day, it's like, who hasn't schizo-fed posted about someone they hate with someone who also hates that person in private? Like... Who hasn't done that? And on top of that, the claims that I didn't pay my editor are just lies because, well, the receipts are there. I posted the payment receipts from even after when Cherry was working for me. When I gave Cherry $100 for their birthday as just a birthday present after they stopped working for me. I did not, like, stilt them out of any pay. And now my current editor, Ethan, has an apartment because I pay my editors well. Who doesn't indulge in a smidgen of schizo-fed posting? Yeah, dude, like, yeah. Someone said you still owe $250. Well, that's the thing, though. Cherry got proven to be such a liar, and the stuff that's come out about Demon Mama is so bad that apparently Cherry... So Cherry has me blocked entirely. I can't even communicate with them. And then on top of that, they nuked their Twitter because, well, they threw themselves in with Vosh and Demon Mama, who've had some pretty bad stuff come out about them, and it's just kind of all fell apart for them, so... They just kind of left the internet, so I don't really know how that's going to go. But if they can prove in any way, or like provide a ledger for what I owe them supposedly, then I would pay them, but they literally wouldn't allow me to, because I can't contact them. Cherry's timing was amazing. Well, it wasn't a timing thing, by the way, War Penguin. Like, Cherry wasn't like planning some big expose. It was a very like spur-of-the-moment thing. I went against Demon Mama, and Cherry loves Demon Mama, and at that point, Cherry went to Demon Mama and was like, let's nuke Zan, he's shit-talking you, let's nuke him, and they put together a very shoddily thrown-together attempt at slander, using nothing but, like, just literally me, like, schizo-posting and having, like, an unhinged Fed-posting moment in DMs, with, mind you, at the time, Cherry, who had just gotten fired by Keffals and hated Keffals. So Cherry was Fed posting about Keffals back, and that's why Cherry had to nuke all of their DMs with me. There's just no... I think most people kind of just figured out that, like, when the shit that's coming out about Demon Mama is this insane, and the worst thing that's come out about me is that I Fed posted about Keffals once out of anger in private, it's like, man. Yeah, pretty much Cherry indirectly nuked DM. Cherry going after me with Demon Mama the way she did kind of revealed that either they're lying about me or they covered up abuse for months in order to wait for it to be the most profitable to out. And so what else are they covering up? Or both. And the reality is it's both. They lied about me being abusive, but if I was abusive, why the fuck would this wait until 6 months later to come out? Or 7 months? 8 months? 8 months later, 9 months later now. Because it was like it was like end of November when Cherry stopped working with me during the Keffals drama. So yeah, it's just, it looked really bad, and yeah. Apilla is an 8-month-old video where a right-winger brought up Fawn's old tweets. I didn't think anything of it at the time, which is very much my bad. Yeah, dude, I had not heard about that, but apparently Apillo, who left the community because of the Demon Mama going after me thing, Apillo ended up burning the bridge, and has apparently defended the Fawn tweets about how much she likes Shotokan. And I thought it was, like, going to be 1 or 2 tweets, like, that could possibly be seen as jokes. It turns out it's a collage of tweets that takes up the screens that mention the words Shota, Lolly, or whatever. And they do not come off as joking, and they predate the existence of there being a platform to worry about. So it makes sense that they would so brazenly tweet these kind of things. And there's even more on top of that. I'm talking about Fawn's tweets, not Apillo. Apillo didn't tweet anything like that, but Apillo either defended it or was just kind of okay with it, which is like, well, who cares if they left, I guess. The fact that Fawn was in contact with a 13-year-old when those tweets were made? What was that? I didn't hear about that in the video. To be fair, I haven't seen the whole video. Okay, chat, do I react to the Westside Tyler video on stream? I've seen so many videos targeting you based off of the DM drama getting recommended to me. It's crazy how much reach it's gotten. Well, it's honestly crazy how little it's affected me, though, because the only reach it has is within that, like, schizo bubble of online politics. And so since I've spent so much time branching out to, like, normies and stuff, and I don't mean to call you guys normies, but I'm gonna be real. Like, I had an actual, like... I've had, like... people who I have had confirmed to me have very interesting and cool lives that have entered my community as of late since I started making, like, the big turn in more serious, like, legit, just, like, focusing on politics and just moving things forward type content I've been doing. And those people don't give a shit about this petty drama stuff. And it's why it didn't really affect my channel. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm back to gaining subs again. I dropped down to 89.7k, and now I'm at 89.850k. So I've already gained like over 50 subs overnight. So we're back to gaining again. The drama is completely over. It's stopped affecting my channel. I'm telling you guys, and I've told you since the start, these people are very much in a bubble. Hey Normie here. Caught my first stream. Nice, Majestic Default. I see you got the Minecraft PFP. I do plan tomorrow, I think. I'm gonna try to stream Minecraft again. I want to try to make, like, an on-stream only, like, survival world that I progressively, like, continue on with new updates as they come out, you know? I feel like Minecraft has reached a point where I don't think so much is going to change to the world now that I feel comfortable having, like, my established world, that from there I just, like, can explore out to find the new stuff, you know? I don't feel like we're gonna have any crazy chunk borders in the future, and if we do, I'll accept it, but, like, I feel like 1.20 onward, we're gonna be focusing on adding content to the game, most likely, in terms of updates over at Mojang. So I assume now is a good time to, like, make my long-term world. Hey Xanderhall, how's it going? Speaking of people living cool lives, I'm designing a circuit board right now. Fitting, huh? Oh, that's cool, Circuit Dog. Hell yeah. Well, good luck with that. You must be smart or something. It's kind of crazy that Nicholas Diorio, despite trying to help you with the couples drama, would just quickly side with Demon Mama and Cherry without talking to you and supporting Chud Logic as well. Well, it's because the entire drama community likes Chud Logic a lot, and Chud Logic and his editor want me to dead. When I tweeted that I had COVID the first time, Chud Logic's editor, just for no reason, first ever interaction with the guy, quote tweeted me saying that he's praying that COVID takes me the fuck out. And I ended up blocking his editor and Chud Logic for that. And since then, they've had, like, a massive hate boner for me. And so they cover any rumor or, like, thing that they can claim. I mean, they've claimed I've got AIDS and shit. So everyone in the drama community, since Chud Logic's, like, crusade against me, has really hated me. And I think it's also a bit President Sunday, too. I think President Sunday's hate boner for me also extends over to the drama community as well. Chud Logic's editor is a Nazi, right? Yeah, he is. Well, he certainly tweets about, like, white replacement a lot for not being a Nazi if he isn't. Andrew Palmer, thank you for the $5. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. Says, Xanderhall beats the allegations. Kamala is destroying Trump. I got to see Deadpool and Wolverine 3 times. And DM is exposed as a liar. And more than that. Much worse than that, honestly. Best week ever? Honestly, yeah. It's been a chill-ass week. It's been a nice week. Well, what a good week it has been. 25's going well so far, I'd say. Oh, Iman Khalif won the gold medal for boxing? Nice. Now we're about to hear about how a cis woman winning the gold medal means that, like, trans people are bad for the next, like, year. Let's go! No matter what happens, woke is destroying everything, and we have to destroy the woke mind virus. Remember that, guys. No matter what. Whether Donald Trump wins or loses, or the cis woman wins or loses the Olympics, we must defeat the woke mind virus, and it is destroying society. I love how it's always that, right? Like, it's always that line of logic. It makes no fucking sense. They don't believe anything, do they? That's a rhetorical question. Of course they don't. Anyway, guys, I've got some pretty spicy topics today, but I don't really know where to start, man. Where do we start? Got some good topics to cover. You know, we could start with an article, I think. Especially because we get to continue listening to this banger in the background. Praise the scroll, motherfucker. Praise it. Zan, I work at Amazon, and the other day I saw an audiobook titled The Woking Dead. That goes so crazy. Xanderhall, you should watch the Tyler video, Become I Know the Victim, who is my best friend, and I did check on them if they were okay, or if they're doing okay. Yeah, I mean, if you guys... Okay, type 1 in chat if you guys want me to react to the West Side Tyler Demon Mama expose on stream today. 1 in chat. 2 if you're not interested. That's a lot of 1s. There's a fair few people who are like, nah, I'm not interested. But there's a lot of people who are typing 1. Interesting. We'll do it a little later in the stream, because it seems like it's long, and I want to get done with segments first, if that's okay. I might even do it tomorrow. Are you going to cover the Aiden Ross Trump stream? Is that, like, available yet, Nate Crown King? Because I heard that happened, but wasn't, like, live streamed or anything, and it had to be, like, put out as a thing. Has that come out yet? Yes? Okay, I'll add it to the scroll, and I'll probably cover it tomorrow. By the way, if you like this music, it's from Final Fantasy XIV. It's just random, like, overworld music. Because that's how hard the music in this game goes. This is just, like, the lower tier of the music in the game. Doesn't even have lyrics. It's not even a dungeon remix. Goes hard. Saw it on YouTube Live? Okay, well, maybe I'll cover it tomorrow. In that case, I've got a good story for us to cover right off the rip here. You all know what to do when I say action, right? 3, 2, 1, action. Good God. Have you ever seen a more cringe headline? How an Elon Musk PAC is using voter data to help Trump beat Harris in the 2024 election. That's right, guys. I don't know if you're aware of this, but Elon Musk is one of Trump's strongest soldiers. He has been a Trump supporter for about as long as Trump has been in the world of politics, which has kind of always been the giveaway about how obnoxious and awful his politics really are. Though I do think he claims to have voted for Obama. Maybe that was Trump who claims to have voted for Obama. I don't know. Regardless, I'm not sure if you're aware, but yeah, Elon Musk sucks even more than you might have already known. If a voter in Michigan performs a search on Google, a somewhat shocking ad might pop up. The ad shows a young man lying in bed late at night when someone else texts him, saying, "Hey, you need to vote," and then sends the man a video of the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump. The man can hear the gunshots and people screaming in the background. As Trump is rushed off stage with blood pouring down his face, the man watching the video types in response, "This is out of control. How do I start?" The ad then displays a website for a group called MrBeast PAC. The website says it will help the viewer register to vote, but once a user clicks register to vote, the experience he or she will have can be very different depending on where they live. If a user lives in a state that is not considered competitive in the presidential election, like California or Wyoming, for example, they'll be prompted to enter their email addresses and zip code, and then directed quickly to a voter registration page for their state, or back to the original sign-up section. But for users who enter a zip code that indicates they live in a battleground state, like Pennsylvania or Georgia, the process is very different. Rather than be directed to their state's voter registration page, they instead are directed to a highly detailed personal information form prompted to enter their address, cell phone number, and age. If they agree to submit all that, the system still does not steer them to a voter registration page. Instead, it shows them a thank you page. So that person who wanted help registering to vote, in the end, they got no help at all registering, but they did hand over priceless personal data to a political operation, specifically a political action committee created by Tesla CEO Elon Musk. Musk. One aimed at giving the Republican presidential nominee Trump an advantage in his campaign against Vice President Kamala Harris, the de facto Democratic nominee. What do you guys think of that, chat? Do you guys know about that? What are your thoughts? That's right. Elon Musk is literally attempting to rig the election. He is literally trying to convince people in battleground states to not only farming their data for the PAC, but also trying to convince them they're already registered to vote falsely so that they can't vote on election day. Isn't that illegal? Probably it probably is against the spirit of the law, but like bit by bit, point by point, if challenged in court, they could probably argue they're within legal rights. Maybe. I mean, if not, then they're going to be in some serious trouble. But I mean, this is so blatant, you have to assume they at least did their due diligence to, you know, bend the rules and not break them, right? Yeah, if it goes up to the Supreme Court of the United States, what do you think they're going to say? You think they're going to say, oh, no, sorry, Elon, you can't do that. You can't help Trump. You think they're gonna say that if it goes to the Supreme Court? Nah, there's no consequences for Elon here, obviously. I have created a PAC, or a super PAC, the America PAC, Musk said in a recent interview. I can't do a Musk impression because I feel like if I did, then you guys would accuse me of being ableist, so I'm gonna do like just kind of a whiny Trump-esque impression for Musk. Musk also owns the social media platform Twitter and has a net worth of more than $235 billion, according to Forbes. Can we please just see that number drop? Please, I hate him so much, and I need him to die, like, poor. You know? Like, just for my own fulfillment. The combination of owning a social media company that gives him an enormous platform to push his political views and creating a PAC with effectively unlimited resources has made Musk, for the first time, a major force in an American presidential election. Well, that's bad. Musk PAC uses register-to-vote data. The America PAC has spent more than $800,000 since early July on digital ads that target voters in the key battleground states of Arizona, Michigan, Georgia, North Carolina, Nevada, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, according to Ad Impact. The ads appeared on Facebook, Instagram, and Google through YouTube, and many encourage people to register to vote at America's PAC website, or America PAC's website. The PAC's effort to collect information from people using the idea of voter registration is a critical piece to its plan to make personal contact with these voters. Quote, America PAC is focusing on door-to-door canvassing in support of Trump, said Brandon Fisher, a deputy executive director at Campaign Finance Watchdog documented. I think that some of the things they're doing here would be fine if it wasn't to service Trump, right? Like, if it's just... here is a guide on how to register to vote, but it actually shows you how, and they do collect your data if you put it in there so they can contact you and like, get you involved in, I don't know, canvassing efforts, whatever. If, like, there wasn't the shady aspect to it and it wasn't the Republicans, like, even if it, like, it doesn't even have to be the Democrats, it just needs to not be the Republicans, I could see, like, some of this stuff being okay, but, like, specifically in a battleground state, you are directed to a false, okay, cool, you're registered to vote now page, and on top of that, they harvest your data to then contact you and try to convince you to vote Trump. It's like, there's so much shadiness, and like, it's shady. It's not like a normal political PAC, it's a shady, right-wing, dark money political PAC. I feel like calling it a political PAC is kind of redundant because PAC means Political Action Committee. So it's just a shady PAC. Fisher pointed to the group's privacy policy, which says it can use the data they've collected on, quote, other activities and or fundraising campaigns. Since June, America PAC has spent more than $21 million on canvassing, digital media, text message services, and phone calls, according to Federal Election Commission filings. The PAC's website offers no indication, one way or another, what the group's political leaning is. But in its federal file, I mean, it's obviously pro-Trump, but of course they don't give it away, because that's a big part of the shadiness, too. Like, when you look at any other political campaign's PAC, whether it's like for one of the third parties in America or even like the Democrats, it's always like very obvious what party this PAC is for. Like, it's like screaming in your face. But when it's a Republican PAC, they almost try to make it look politically neutral or vaguely progressive. Like, they can't, like, conservative websites are so shady. Like, the right and the way that they scam people, it's so shameless and in your face, and it's a very similar to, like, the broad net, or, like, not the broad net, the fine net thrown out by, like, the Nigerian prince scammers. They're like, why would you still do the Nigerian prince scam when everyone knows what it is? Well, because if anyone actually replies to that scam email at this point, then they're gonna go all the way and get fully scammed. So they do it on purpose. So they're only reeling in the real suckers that are gonna end up being catches. I feel like that's how the Republicans succeed right now. They're so crazy that, like, they attract the biggest crazies without fail. And then once you've got enough crazies together having a good time, normal people start to think that they should get involved because they feel like the odd one's out. And I feel like that's a lot of the Trump, like the pro-Trump, that's like a lot of what the Trump train is, right? Since June, America PAC has spent more than $21 million on canvassing, digital media, text messaging services, and phone calls, according to the Federal Election Commission filings. The PAC's website offers no indication one way or another what the group's political leaning is, but in its federal filings, the group discloses that all of its work is designed to either help Trump or hurt his opponent. Fisher said he has seen some other PACs try to use a register-to-vote message to gather people's data. But what is unique about America PAC's project, so obviously, as the bad part, what is unique about America PAC's project is who is backing it and the timing of its creation. In most cases, super PACs are not allowed to directly coordinate the ads they pay for with the campaign. But this spring, regulators ruled that door-to-door canvassing falls outside the scope of the ban because, unlike an ad, it is a person-to-person exchange. That's a good thing, I think. I think it's good that, campaigns are allowed to pay for canvassing, because canvassing is, I think, a very healthy way to engage in political messaging. I saw a lot of, like, I saw Philip DeFranco complain about this, and like phone banking too. I saw Philip DeFranco and a lot of normie, like, centrist types complaining about this, and conservatives too. But the idea of being against, I feel like more so than ads, door knocking and phone banking is one of the most healthy forms of political advocacy there is. Ads feel like one of the cheapest, I don't mean like literally cheapest, but you know what I mean when I say cheapest ways to advocate for a political position or a political political figure. But like door knocking and canvassing and like phone banking, it feels, you know, it's person to person, right? Like it's more like people who believe in the candidate are going to find people who don't, and trying to convince them person to person, whether it be over the phone or like face to face, to vote for someone else, right? Like, because they believe in that. And I think that's powerful. I think that's actually a really good thing. So I don't like that people are complaining about that, but obviously in this case, this PAC is evil. What makes America PAC more unique is it is a billionaire-backed super PAC focused on door-to-door canvassing, which it can conduct in coordination with a presidential campaign, Fisher said. Thanks to a recent FEC advisory opinion, America PAC may legally coordinate its canvassing activities with the Trump campaign, meaning, among other things, that the Trump campaign may provide America PAC with the literature and scripts to make sure their efforts are consistent. Quote, coordination is incredibly important. It ensures that the PAC's activities are maximally beneficial to the campaign and frees up the campaign's own funds for other uses, he said. Quote, I suspect the PAC's ability to coordinate its data-driven canvassing activities with the Trump campaign made it very appealing for donors. Longtime Republican strategists Phil Cox, Janera Peck, and Dave Rexroad are among those now guiding the PAC after a shakeup in mid-July, according to a person with direct knowledge of the matter. This person was granted anonymity to speak freely about a private matter. The change suggests there could be a shift in tactics by the PAC come November, the New York Times first reported on the moves. Musk is not the only tech executive backing this effort. The America PAC raised more than $8 million between April 1st and June 30th, according to FEC records. It has received donations from veteran investor Doug Leone? Doug Leone? I don't know. cryptocurrency investors Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss, and a company run by longtime venture capitalist Joe Longsdale, according to FEC records. Longsdale, a co-founder of the software company Palantir, is also a leader, maybe it is spyware to be honest, is also a leader of the PAC and serves as a political confidant to Musk, according to the Times. The records do not yet list Musk as a donor. He recently said on Twitter that he is making some donations to America PAC, but he did not say how much. The PAC is not required to file a third quarter report until October 15th, the first time that Musk's name could be listed as a donor. A spokesman for America PAC declined to comment. Musk did not return emails seeking comment. Musk on Twitter mirrors Musk PAC. The PAC's ads that have aired on social media platforms also mirror a larger message that Musk pushes out to his 191 million followers on X several times a day. The notion that America is in chaos and voting for Trump over Harris is the only way out. These PACs have often functioned as the alter ego of whatever billionaire is behind. Wait, I actually think this person's based. Never mind. I won't read their quote like this. These PACs have often functioned as the alter ego of whatever billionaire is behind them, said Daniel Weiner, a director of Brennan Center's Elections and Government program. Experts say Musk's ownership of Twitter and the lack of any real guardrails around how he uses it are a sign the platform could be used by the Tesla boss as a political weapon to take on Harris and Democrats at large with fewer than 100 days left until the election. I'd like to say that it is somewhat concerning that the owner of one of the most important social media platforms is openly partisan, rooting for one of the candidates over the other. I don't know why they need to explain what the word partisan means, but I guess thank you for people who don't know. And is using his platform as a vehicle for pursuing his openly partisan ends, said Matthew Baum, a professor of the Harvard Kennedy School, whose research includes studying misinformation. Baum said ownership of a social media company like Twitter leaves open the possibility of capture of a major platform by a partisan actor who would then be largely free to use the platform as they see fit, regardless of the potential negative social or political consequences. There is a concern that Musk is weaponizing Twitter to help his preferred candidate in Trump, said Weiner. So, I just want you guys to think for a moment here. I really want you to think for a moment here. Who remembers when the right nonstop claimed that Twitter was backing Biden or Hillary or insert progressive figure here? Or Biden? That's the whole thing that the Twitter Files was supposed to be. The Twitter Files was supposed to expose that Twitter actually favors the left and will ban you for being conservative or even hinting at being conservative. And do you want to know what the Twitter Files actually revealed? The only thing that was even close to twistable as, like, bad behavior was when Twitter users were posting revenge porn of Hunter Biden, which is against the law. You're not, like, allowed to post revenge porn of someone when they don't want you to post it of them. And it's like, you know, like, we're talking actually leaked private nude photos. That is against the law. They were breaking the law. And so I believe it might have been the Biden campaign, or not the campaign, but the administration on behalf of Hunter Biden might have issued takedown requests on those that were using and posting those images, because obviously it's illegal revenge porn. But regardless, people frame this as like some kind of inside pro-leftist, pro-Democrat bias that was just non-existent. Meanwhile, what the API leaks did show was happening at Twitter was that the moderators and auto mods at Twitter had to specifically give the benefit of the doubt to known conservative accounts because, as they said, if they applied the rules equally to both normal people, lefties, and conservatives, the platform would have no conservatives because their political opinions are all against TOS. Their values are centered around racism, sexism, bigotry, and the harassment and belittling of others. And so if you're going to have a basic TOS that outlaws being a piece of shit to other people, you have to have some unequal application for right-wing politicians and big right-wing pundits, or it's going to really look biased, when the reality is just that, and you can't outright say this, especially not as a big company, because it would be a PR disaster. The reality is that conservatives are just at large, not all of them, but at large, as a mass on a platform, typically a toxic cancer to the platform that brings everything down, makes advertisers run away, loses the platform money and users, and makes everything worse. And they just don't want to, admit that. So they have to apply the rules gently with kid gloves, but still go... They basically had to walk the tightrope. They basically just didn't moderate as much as they could get away with, and moderated as much as they could get away with. And they tried to keep it within the margins back when Jack Dorsey and the guy who took charge after him were running Twitter. And then when Elon bought it, we now know it just has a far more explicit conservative bias than it's ever had, right? And so Twitter has always been favorable to the right, and yet the right has always and will continue to pretend as if social media is rigged against them when really the opposite is what's true. And then on top of that, they'll own these platforms, use the money and resources from these platforms to back their candidate, all the while claiming that there's a conspiracy equally as bad happening on the left that just doesn't exist. It really is, as Matthew Madden just mentioned, like the equivalent of Demon Mama lobbing all those accusations at me, and then a week later it turns out they were all true of her, and it was all projection. These people, conservatives can't help but just project everything they plan to do onto the left, and so every time, every accusation they make of the left that's just out of left field and bizarre and deranged and disconnected from reality is just them admitting what their future plans are. Anyway, if you feel informed or you liked anything I had to say here, consider supporting the channel. It really does help a lot. You can actually do that real easy just by hitting that like button. Every thumbs up on my channel, no matter when, where, or what you're watching, whether it be live or as a video when it goes up on its own, really does help the channel a lot, so thank you to all you guys who hit that thumbs up. Comment down below if you also want to help the channel even more. It doesn't matter what you comment, it really does help, and I've noticed you guys have been doing it a lot, so it helps a ton. And subscribe and ring the bell icon if you haven't already, so YouTube tells you when I go live or upload a new video. Otherwise, they will not do that. But I do appreciate it, even if you were just watching, obviously. Consider following my social medias, linked down below in the description if you want to see more from me, including joining my free fan Discord server. It is the hub of my community and fan base. We host events there all the time, including tonight we're doing a watch party of Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 3. We are getting the middle bit of the season kind of done. And then on top of that, I also do gaming events, call-in streams, and all that good stuff in there. I announce all my new uploads and streams there too, so if you really don't want to miss anything, being in my Discord is the best way, and having notifications on in there is the best way. And of course, consider supporting me financially if you can do it. I do appreciate it by donating, subscribing, or gifting a sub on my website, xanderhall.com/live, or supporting me financially through YouTube, Twitch, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, Patreon, or buying merch to the Streamlabs link down below. But regardless of how you support me, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a good one. How do you guys like that segment? I feel like it came out pretty good. A nice news segment. Yeah, dude, I'm ready for the Zuko redemption arc, but don't spoil shit or I'll eat you. That's right, I'll actually just consume you. Whole. I'll vor you. Think I'm kidding? No, I'll vor you in real life. Don't spoil shit. I'll go full Hannibal Lecter. He eats people, right? Hannibal Lecter ate people? I haven't seen Hannibal. I'm pretty sure he eats people. Dahmer Hall. Real. But wasn't Jeffrey Dahmer gay? I'm straight, and you best remember it. Oh shit! Guys, Arizona rally with Vice President Kamala Harris and Governor Tim Walz is scheduled for 4:30 p.m. That's today at 4:30 p.m. Dude, in less than an hour, Kamala's doing another event. Dude, she went from, like... Where was she? No, not Massachusetts, like... Michigan. She was in Michigan last night, and now she's in Arizona. Damn, she took that plane. Yeah, she was in Detroit, Michigan. Yeah, she's on the grind. Hold on, I'm glad I'm subscribed to her. Now I know. This is why you gotta turn on the sub and bell notification, guys. You see this? This is why you always gotta turn on that bell icon, so that YouTube tells you when Kamala Harris is going live. Or me, you know, you could also turn it on for me. I'm hitting like, too. Look at that. Just like you should do for me, I'm hitting like before she even goes live. Gotta drop my support. Gotta make sure to help Kamala Harris in the algorithm. I want to be there before 1 million subs. I'm actually a fan of her before 1 million subs, and I want all of you to remember that. I've been subbed with the bell icon rung before she hit 1 mil. No one can deny it. You've all seen it. It's on video. The internet never forgets. Listen, I'm just loyal to whoever I think can, like, push Trump's shit in, okay? Whoever's job it currently is to push in Trump's shit and win and make his supporters really angry and really sad, I support them 100%, okay? But that is... I don't think you guys understand how much I just need Trump to lose. That's all that matters. And you guys, I think, are mostly on board with this. Like, Trump just has to lose. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It doesn't get any more complicated than that. It just is that simple. We cannot let Trump win. He cannot be allowed. You might as well enthusiastically support Kamala. Or Biden. Push it in. Alrighty. Well, we'll be ready for the Harris speaking event, I suppose. Vote blue no matter who the fuck it is. Exactly. You ever just randomly, like, your bottom and top teeth just, like, barely, like, they like, grind together on accident just because you move your mouth in a funny way? And it's like, ooh. Oh, that feels awful because they scrape together and it's like, oh. It's like these two teeth right here, they're scraped together and it was like, ooh. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Ee. Ah, I hate that shit. Like, my teeth are strong, so it doesn't, like, hurt them or chip them or anything. It just doesn't feel good, you know? It's like whenever, like, you're if you've ever had, like a nails on a chalkboard type thing. It's a nails on a chalkboard type deal. Used to do that a lot on braces. I never had that happen when I had braces. Get that feeling, though? Yeah, I hate it, bro. I hate it. Okay. All right, gamers. Y'all know what to do when I say action, right? 3, 2, 1, action. All right, everybody. So, I hate to say it, but it seems like, I'm sure it's no coincidence at all, but you know, right after MrBeast came out as being pro-trans and defending his trans friend, the internet got real suspicious of him, and stuff that has been public for years and years and years started being dredged up and talked about far more. MrBeast, by being pro-trans, and I will die on this hill, I don't care what anybody says, MrBeast got himself in the position he is in now, technically, and I hate to say it, but Sunny V2 was kind of right, because he dared to be supportive of his friend being trans. That is what got him enough ire that people started looking at MrBeast with the kind of magnifying glass on a broad enough scale that got him to where he is now. So while I'm happy that MrBeast is being exposed for awful shit, and it seems like he has done some awful shit. I haven't really looked into this deep. We're about to find out the majority of it. Like, you're going to see my blind reaction to this. It seems like the stuff he's being exposed for is genuinely quite bad. Yeah, we're going to watch the Legal Eagle video, Ride the Rails. Thank you. It does seem like the stuff that MrBeast got exposed for is awfully bad, right? And I do hate that it took MrBeast having a controversial, good political opinion and a very fucked political landscape for this kind of thing to finally be exposed. Though I'm glad it was, but at the same time, it's like, god damn, really? Like, it took him being... Is there stuff other than the Ava Tyson controversy? Oh yes, Cammy Whammy, a lot more. A lot more. The whole Ava Tyson thing is what got MrBeast so much negative attention that people started digging and drudging up stuff that, you know, a year ago was just as public and just as available and even just as known, but no one cared about because there was, you know, MrBeast was the guy that you do not go against, right? And shit, it was a political opinion. The most of the internet didn't even have a problem with Sanderhall. It was just the Chuds. Yeah, but getting the Chuds against you is kind of what starts you having enough of a dedicated hate group that will dig for anything like that. And that's what happened to MrBeast. But to be fair, what MrBeast is getting exposed for does seem pretty bad. So I'm not saying it's bad he was exposed for it. It's just like, damn. Like, it is brutal. Be careful coming out as pro-trans if you're a large public figure, because if you do, the right will dig into every bit of your past and find a way to take you down. And so if you've ever done anything that's actually bad, they're going to find that shit, and you're going to be fucked. Bad people can have some good isolated opinions, though. I mean, obviously, yeah. That's kind of why woke scolds are a thing, where they have good political opinions, but they're also awful people, you know? MrBeast is still going to be the most popular YouTuber after this because 99% of people either do not care or will not watch the expose videos. I don't know, man. We'll have to look at his social blade after this. But here's the Legal Eagle video. Apparently, MrBeast broke laws. We'll have to find out.
Trouble in Beastland? MrBeast
oh my god, quiet.
Controversy on several different fronts, and all this comes at a terrible time, right when Amazon is investing potentially hundreds of millions of dollars into...
Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, man. I'd forgotten about this, dude. He has a show with Amazon in the works. Like a big multi-million-dollar game show. Dude, this is going to be a big deal for YouTubers. Like, really, for real, there have been cases where YouTubers got on TV. Like, Tobuscus was in the Annoying Orange show. But, like, this was going to be big. Like, huge. If MrBeast's show was going to have the level of success on TV and on streaming as it does on YouTube, it was going to be a big deal for the, like, future of YouTube as a career for people. Just across the board, man. It's not even just, like, it's not even isolated. Like, this was going to be big for every YouTuber. It wasn't just MrBeast. It was going to be every YouTuber this could have changed everything for. It was going to open up, there were going to be ads in Times Square, but it's more so the idea that, like, there was going to be a much more clear-cut path, a much more highly trodden path toward, like, bigger careers for aspiring content creators. Now, to be fair, right? It's already happened before, and I don't think that most content creators would end up wanting to go to TV, but there are some great, yeah, I mean, there's Has-Been Hotel and stuff, but there are some great content creators that really deserve to have, like, a TV adaptation, right? How many of those great ARGs that are only on YouTube have you seen that just deserve a higher budget and, like, television attention, right? Like, I would love to see that kind of stuff have a much clearer cut path to television and streaming, and this was going to be another person walking that path and making the road more, defined and clear, right?
Into the Beast games, which is facing its own controversy. Now, a lot of this is outside of my field, but people are claiming that MrBeast broke the law, and that is my bat signal, or eagle signal. From Feastables to the Beast games, he can do it all. Or can he? An ex-employee is making waves by claiming that everything about MrBeast's empire is fake.
If what we did was scripted, holy shit, this stuff would be easy to pump out.
Have you ever faked a video?
No.
But this train track is CGI, these bus wheels are CGI, this explosion is fake, this shredder is CGI, this car is digitally lifted, this pit is fake.
Well, yeah. Wait.
This video is.
Wait, give me a minute. Hold on. I want to see this bit.
This explosion is fake.
Yeah, obviously. Wait, have you guys watched MrBeast videos? Because I've watched a fair few MrBeast videos, and they're filled with edits like this. Like, this is part of the editing. Like, they'll do a bit where it, like, zooms out like a drone on wherever they are, and then it's, like, Google Earth, and then they drop a nuke on it for, like, the transition to the next spot for no reason. It's just funny, I guess. Reality TV isn't real? No way. MrBeast is so done, guys. Well, yeah, it's really a matter of, did he abuse people? Did he, like, mistreat them? And did he break the law? Is kind of what I guess would be the big deal for MrBeast, right?
This shredder is CGI, this car is digitally lifted, this pit is fake, this guy is fake, this raccoon is a paid actor.
And it doesn't stop there. There are claims that MrBeast's frequent giveaways are
The raccoon is okay, that had to have been a joke. Okay.
actually illegal lotteries, and that MrBeast contests run afoul of federal anti-rigging laws. And looking at the other side, the ex-employee may have signed a non-disclosure agreement, which he might be violating by producing his videos. Is he going to be in trouble too? Well, to understand all this, you have to understand who MrBeast is and what a MrBeast video is. Well,
Don't NDAs get, like, thrown out in court all the time? Like, NDAs are definitely, like, pretty strong, but aren't they, like, they're not ironclad, right? Like, tons of contracts can be, like, disputed and then thrown out in court. So, maybe, but also maybe not. Because if you use an NDA to cover up misbehavior, I'm almost certain that challenging that NDA in court, you'll win, right? Because it's not legal to use NDAs to force people into silence about and cover up crimes. That's actually illegal, I believe. Yeah.
MrBeast, whose real name is Jimmy Donaldson, is known for his elaborate and philanthropic videos. His videos often feature massive challenges, expensive stunts, and big giveaways. MrBeast has over 300 million subscribers, and he's expanded his empire to candy bars and to cheeseburgers, and will soon host a game show on Amazon Prime. And
I do want to see the newest allegations, but I think they're mostly on Twitter, and we'll look at them in a minute. But this is going to be a good catch-up, because this video came out, like, yesterday, dude.
now an ex-employee claims that MrBeast fakes his videos and runs illegal lotteries. The man, who goes by DogPack404 on Twitter, alleged that MrBeast...
When do you think the keg is going to blow on all of the Rust YouTubers being sponsored by Rust, CSGO, etc., YouTubers, like the big ones, like the beloved ones, like Spoon Kid, fucking Stimpy, all of those guys being sponsored by Rust skin gambling sites? Because that shit's gonna be a problem. Because, like, the CSGO gambling site thing was just done out in the open for years until it blew up into a big drama because, like, collectively everyone realized how shady it was. And it's the same things happening in the world of Rust content creation. And so I'm wondering, when's that shit gonna just blow up on them, you know? Yeah, VOTS NDAs are crazy.
Company engaged in fake giveaways, rigged videos, ran illegal lotteries, and sold fake signatures. Though according to Chucky Appleby, who runs MrBeast's Ideas and Thumbnails team, the man worked for MrBeast for less than a month before he was fired for erratic behavior. But the former worker started a YouTube channel and produced a video alleging that MrBeast runs illegal lotteries.
And obviously, I'm not a lawyer, so I'm just going to show you the law and then show you irrefutable evidence of what's being done, and you can make your own conclusions. The FTC defines a lottery as containing 3 elements.
And here he's mostly correct about the legal elements of a lottery. This varies state by state, but most jurisdictions define a lottery as having 3 elements. Consideration, which is payment to participate, a prize, which must be something of value, and chance, which means that the winner is determined by luck. If all 3 of these elements are present and the
So the thing about MrBeast's like giveaways though is there's rarely this factor, the consideration factor, which is payment to participate. Aren't MrBeast challenges like, yo, you got lucky, you got picked. We ran into you on the street and you said yes to this challenge, so we're bringing you in. Or are we going to find out that they had to pay? Or were they running like a different thing outside of videos I don't know about? We'll have to find out. These 2 factors are definitely the case. Like MrBeast is always giving away something of value. And there's always like an element of chance to whether or not you're going to get a shitty prize or a good prize. But I've never seen MrBeast charge people, I guess maybe a subscription? Like he'll do the thing where it's like, if you're subbed to me on YouTube, get out your phone and show me. If you're subbed to me, then I'll give you 10 grand right on the spot. Those videos always pissed me off because it's like, man, what if I'm not logged into my main YouTube account on my phone? Like, damn. Like I have like an alt YouTube account I use for listening to podcasts while I walk. What if I'm logged into that and I run into MrBeast and it's like, I promise I'm subscribed to you, dude. I promise. You know?
lottery is not regulated, it is likely illegal, because lotteries in the United States are exclusively run by the government. Now, this is in contrast to what I'll generally call a contest, which is not based on chance so much as skill or intellect. And that's why it's generally legal to have a prize for a contest, even when there's an entry fee, because it's not based on chance and therefore does not constitute a lottery. Lotteries are distinct from sweepstakes and raffles, which are illegal. Sweepstakes are games where a person is chosen randomly to win a prize, and sweepstakes participants do not give consideration to enter. Now, we'll talk more about this in a second, but the reason a sweepstakes is generally allowable in the context of buying something to enter is that there is an option to enter the same sweepstakes without a purchase necessary. And a raffle is an activity in which people buy tickets with different numbers, some of which are later chosen to win prizes, that's organized in order to make money for a good social purpose. And raffles are generally only legal when they're conducted by non-profits. So let's go back to the video that people are claiming is a legal lottery. During a 2020
So a raffle is basically a lottery, but because it's done by a non-profit for a good cause, it's called a raffle and has a more positive connotation. It is gambling, but your consideration is going to a good cause, so it's more of a charitable game in the view of the law. Cool.
When he live streamed, the MrBeast crew sold limited edition t-shirts that cost $42. The sign in the background says, buy a shirt and I'll sign it.
For those of you who are just joining, if you buy one of our limited edition 40 mil special shirts, we're celebrating 40 million subscribers with a really big video, then we will sign that shirt, and some of them will get random prizes like this.
So the parameters of the offer were that a fan buys an autographed t-shirt and they get the possibility of winning a prize. The winners were supposed to be chosen randomly at different intervals, but MrBeast changed the rules of the giveaway midstream.
They would say something like, buy in the next 5 minutes for a chance to win. And then 7 minutes later go, actually, the newest order in 30 seconds is going to win.
Dogpack says that during the 6-hour live stream, MrBeast offered 46 illegal lotteries with a retail value of over $47,000. Now, typically when you review the
That's a lot of money. That could be a big deal. Fuck. All right, let's hear it. Break it down, Legal Beagle.
terms and conditions of giveaway like this one, the first disclaimer you'll see is the statement, no purchase necessary. That's how you get around the lottery rules. You offer people a way to participate in the sweepstakes without having to purchase anything. Now, MrBeast's 6-hour live streams look a little sloppy. They're not like the MrBeast videos of today. The full video isn't available anymore, so we don't know whether there was a disclaimer in the video or in the description, but it does look like a purchase was required in there.
Dog, people don't remember, but MrBeast has been around for a long time, and he was, like, known within the realm of YouTube content creators before he became MrBeast as we know him today. And, like, he had a reputation for being one of the most shameless content creators out there. His thumbnails were always really clickbaity and obnoxious. He was always doing stunts to get as much attention as possible to go viral. And for a long time, a lot of people found him obnoxious and did not like him until his videos started making enough money that he started reinvesting it big time into his content and increasing the production value to the point where it's like, it's actually kind of like pretty high quality content, right? Yeah, he was like a proto anything for views or something, right? And yeah, he was definitely a lot edgier back in the day. He started out with like COD commentary, as a lot of people did. And then from there did like Call of Duty trolling, which is a really popular trend for a while. He basically just trend hopped until he found himself just doing stunts. I remember like one of the stunts he did was just a 24-hour live stream of him repeatedly saying the same word or counting or clicking something. Like, he would just do 24-hour live streams that were just torture for himself and make a ton of money. And then that money, as we know, has been reinvested into his channel, and that's how he's gotten to where he is now. But it's just interesting to see how his growth supplanted his original kind of like obnoxious, attention seeker perception people had of him back when he was much smaller than he is now, like back in 2016 and stuff, 2015, 2016.
There was no free way to enter, so in some jurisdictions, MrBeast probably would have been running an illegal lottery. And if true, he probably wouldn't be alone. This was, frankly, pretty common on YouTube back in the day. And it's also common for YouTubers to get legal advice.
That's so fucking good, dude. Old YouTube, the Wild West with fucking
MrBeast
pink
probably
guy.
would have been running an illegal lottery. And if true, he probably wouldn't be alone. This was, frankly, pretty common
Holy
on
shit.
YouTube back in the day. And it's also common for YouTubers
Dude, I love that image, dude.
probably wouldn't be alone. This was, frankly, pretty
That's a great image. The old YouTube Wild West. Dude, Legal Eagle's editor cooked with this one. I love how, like, half of you have absolutely no emotional connection to that man in the pink suit. Some of you do and don't even know you do because you like Joji's music. And then many others are just like, yeah, there he is. There he is, Filthy Frank.
common on YouTube back in the day. And it's also common for YouTubers to get legal advice.
It's always so funny when a yeah, and Plum Corp now too, because he made Dracula Flow. Anyway, it's always so funny when a Joji fan, when like a normie Joji fan finds out what Joji did before he was Joji, back when he was Filthy Frank. Like my dream, dude, my dream is to like go on a date with a girl and she's like, "Oh my god, I really love Joji. His music's so great." I'm like, "Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome. Have you ever heard of Francis of the Filth?" "Oh, you haven't?" "Oh, nothing. I just curious. Take her back home to my place. Like, she thinks we're gonna fuck, but no. I'm turning on my PlayStation and putting YouTube on, and I'm looking up Filthy Frank, the full lore playlist, all 900-something videos, starting on the very first episode. If I recall correctly, it might be the one where where Pink Guy gets attacked by Chin Chin. Listen, well, I'll go down the whole pipeline later. But regardless, I feel like that is the dream, right? Just take some girl who's super into Joji, introduce her to Filthy Frank, and watch as the slow realization sets in. That's the dream, bro. That's the dream. Hey, boss. That's the dream.
Later, after they become more successful. Remember, kids, talk to your lawyer early and often. We can often save you a ton of headache in the future. But not offering a free method of participation is a pitfall that I've seen a lot of YouTubers do when it comes to giveaways or bonuses. It's so common, in fact, that a very large YouTuber, Captain Sparkles, even admitted to doing the same thing while he was talking about this MrBeast situation.
I will admit to something here that may be past the statute of limitations.
Dude, it's wild how many laws there are that, like, it's so easy to accidentally break as an internet content creator guy. You know? Like, oh, I'll do like a giveaway for people who donate on a stream. That sounds like a nice idea. It's like a good way to give back to people who are contributing. That seems like a nice thing to do, right? And it's like just a random pick of people. And then it's like, oh yeah, apparently that's illegal. Shit, man. All right. I was wondering if my 12 Days of Christmas giveaway for people who had become subs would count, but technically not on multiple levels because A, people could join the server and be part of the building event even if they didn't pay because they could get gifted a sub. And then on top of that, like anytime, at any point, if they were gifted a sub, they could get in. And then on top of that, there was no chance to it. It was a building contest. And it was like, oh, I like your build. You win the building contest. Here's the prize. So I think on multiple levels, my 12 Days of Christmas building events are fine and would not apply as an illegal lottery. But damn, it's wild how, like, easy it would be to accidentally do that, you know?
But the way that I found out about illegal lotteries to begin
Also, I love Captain Sparkles. He's great, obviously. People say I look like him. I don't think I do. I think we are just white guys with dark brown hair and eyebrows. I think we've both got thick eyebrows, and that's about it. You kind of do. Dude, when my hair's cut, people tell me I look like Captain Sparkles constantly. And he looks a lot like my uncle, to be fair. Like, I've got, one of my two uncles, my oldest uncle, he looks in the face, a good amount like my uncle. So I get why you would see a resemblance, because he looks, to me, uncannily like a family member of mine. Yeah. Captain Sparkles has a way, way higher muscle mass than me. Have you seen him flex?
with is because I accidentally did one.
If it were me, even if it were super common, I would not admit to breaking the law on camera. But,
It's not a good idea. It's generally not. Like, I've had friends come on and tell, stories about, kinda maybe breaking the law, 10 years ago, and I'm like, shut up, shut up, shut up! I know it's just a story, but, shut up! I don't want to be liable for someone telling a story that's technically about them breaking the law 10 years ago on my stream and deal with the consequences. But people don't think about that shit. They think it's fine to admit to crimes on the internet. It's like, no, they can get you. They can get you, dude.
you do you. That's more work for lawyers in the future. And a lot of private companies have gotten in trouble for doing the same kind of giveaway. The Department of Justice concluded that the Ironman Triathlon organization conducted an illegal lottery by charging athletes $50 for a chance to compete in its world championship. So the World Triathlon Corp, which runs Ironman, also encouraged people to pay an additional $50 to purchase memberships in a club that would increase their chances of getting into the championship race. They didn't offer a refund to people whose entries weren't chosen and gave them no future credit towards registration for those that were chosen. And the company ran this promotion for decades, between 1983 and 2015. But
Okay, so I have a feeling that broke down the majority of the allegations that were coming out against MrBeast as of a few days ago or a day ago. But there's currently new allegations apparently that are going super viral on Twitter. So let's hit up the Twitter. Oh no. Guys. Now that's an unfortunate life decision. Guys, don't ever get a tattoo of me, because, I don't think I'll ever do anything that would make you ashamed of doing that, but if I ever did, I would just feel so fucking bad. I'd feel so awful. Oh, man. Dog Pack Socials? Who the fuck is Dog Pack? You gotta link that shit, Balth. Holy oh, wait. Hold on. He was right. Who remembers when I got flamed for, low-key agreeing with Jacksepticeye here? Who remembers when I got flamed for low-key agreeing with the point Jacksepticeye makes about MrBeast here?
Do you like MrBeast? No. Jack. Oh! Do you think MrBeast ruined YouTube? Yes. Now, in all honesty, Jack, why? Because it became more about views, money, and popularity than it did about having fun. You just don't think you had fun playing Squid Games? You don't think you had fun riding on yachts? Building wells in Africa? I don't know. If he had fun doing those videos, they'd be longer. We'd see the fun.
Ooh. I agree with that.
You were going to get me that one, didn't you?
I agree with that wholeheartedly, low-key. I think he actually took that criticism to heart, because his videos started getting longer and contained more of him fucking around with his friends, but, I still think the videos were too... I would have liked if MrBeast had made... my criticism was MrBeast should make an alt channel where he uploads all the outtakes from the videos, where it's just him and his buddies, in some place that is extremely... you know, like, MrBeast videos tend to involve going to places that no one watching a MrBeast video will ever be able to afford to go. So putting out, like, a couple hours of outtakes on an alt YouTube channel for big-time fans to watch that don't affect your main algorithm, when you've got a whole team, and it's like, yeah, MrBeast bloopers, and it, like, lets those people who watch your content enjoy these locations that they might only get to see through YouTube videos. Like, that's a big part of it, I think, right? Like, when you watch these big travel YouTubers or big successful YouTubers that go around to different places, a lot of it's the fact that, like, let's be honest, most of us are never, ever, ever going to get to go to these places because it's way too expensive and we were way too busy and a variety of other reasons. So getting to watch YouTube videos and vicariously experience the joy of these places through other people is kind of the closest a lot of people can get. And so I totally get the idea of why there'd be value in uploading those, like, hours and hours of outtaken footage, right? Apparently MrBeast allegedly hired a sex offender and covered it up. MrBeast allegedly has a sex offender in his company who targeted a victim between 1 and 11 years old, Charles R. Jefferson. Risk level tier 2, moderate risk? Why would you have risk levels for pedophiles and then it's like they have offended? They literally raped a child who was like 5. Moderate risk. Like, what do you have to do to get to, like, extreme risk? Why are there sex offenders out there who are an extreme risk or a higher than moderate risk, I guess? And they're out there. Like, what the fuck? Why? Ava Tyson gave us the hint. It's Jake the Viking's brother-in-law. Never ask Jake how he protected his kid or his family from his bro-in-law. Low blow. Thought we weren't talking about kids. Who you keep in your company describes a lot about you. Oh, yeah. This was when Ava was responding to the transphobic guy that was on the MrBeast team and called him out for... oh, my God. Ugh. Dude, what the fuck was happening at the MrBeast team? Jesus Christ. Why is it that it seems like when a bubble of YouTubers gets together, there's, like, rampant pedophilia, or at least covering up of it involved? Get me the fuck away from bubbles of YouTubers. Holy goddamn shit. No wonder every good YouTuber that to this day is still around that I like is just like an island, an isolated island. Like Uber Haxer Nova, for example, probably my favorite YouTuber. And my first YouTuber, still around to this day, and bro's basically an island. He's got friends, but he isn't, like, locked in with a bunch of other YouTube content creators. And, like, God, that must just be how you want to be. Like, getting into these, like, content creator bubbles, it's so weird and schemy and backstabby and cover-uppy and ugh. You really dodged the bullet with getting out of the Vosh and DMs community? I should genuinely thank Keffels. In full seriousness, I should thank Keffels. Because her bullshit exposed how fucky that sphere was. Like, months before the torrent of shit came out. And I figured this stuff out and got away from those people before they destroyed themselves. And frankly, I don't know if that's good on me or just... good luck on my part, but I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. You gotta see those red flags when they're looking at you, right? What else has come out here? Because MrBeast is trending on Twitter right now. A lot of it is memes. Jake Weddle claimed that him and a black guy were fired after they complained about the unfair pay. Around the same time Weddle was fired, Marcus was fired too. Marcus also claimed that MrBeast tried to get rid of someone named Jake. Was Weddle talking about Marcus? I think the Jake person was the guy whose cousin or brother was a pedophile, right? And they were covering that up. This is the video in which the new allegations is coming from. Let's see. Thank you, Balthazar. I'm hungry. My kind linker. Dog Pack 404. Is this the guy? Yeah, this is the guy who's the ex MrBeast employee, right? If stream dies, I'm sorry, but my entire main window is like fucked right now. I think my Opera GX has crashed or something. Genuinely, what the fuck? I am... Is the stream still alive? Because it looks like my fucking computer is gonna, like, nuke itself here. I have no clue what's happening. Okay, so everything has full screened, but, like, I think I have to close this window. Okay, that fixed it. Okay, it was an Opera GX problem. Man, Opera GX is breaking every time I stream now. Have you guys noticed that? Like, almost every stream, Opera GX is crashing. And I have its memory limited quite well, so it can't, like, use too much. That could be a factor in it, but, like, it's still got, like, 10 gigs to work with. If 10 gigs is not enough for, like, 5 tabs, then we really need to get to, like, DDR9. Oh, no, White Nervosa does not own my site, for those that are asking. I've seen people bring that up, but I haven't had time to respond to it. She doesn't own my site. She does host it, but I can just move the site over to new hosting if, like, she axed it or something like that. So there'd be some downtime, but it wouldn't be crazy. It wouldn't be crazy. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. We're good. Although I will say YouTube's being a little weird, but overall, I think... Never mind. It's really acting up. Whoa, dude. YouTube's really acting up. Like, when I load any page, it really goes crazy. Okay. Well, we'll bring up the dog video. What was it called? What was the person's name? I'm sorry, I've never heard of this person before this. Dog Pack 404. Oh my god, guys. Every time I try to bring up a YouTube video and I pause it, it crashes the entire page. Oh, now it's playing on its own. And I can't pause it. And the stream's not dying. Alright, I think I have to close all my Opera GX. Every Opera GX window has to close. That includes all my chats. Fuck. Alright, chat's fully gone for me, guys. I'm sorry. All Opera GX had to close because it was fully broken. Okay, it saved at least one window. God, that sucks, bro. Is it UI or video lag? I genuinely can't describe it because it's like YouTube's falling apart. It's like I can't describe it. It's like my computer is. It looks like how a computer glitches out in a movie, but without it looking. It's not like a graphics card failure, thankfully. But it's like it's weird. I think we're good now. Maybe no, we're not. Okay, guys, I'm afraid YouTube's fully broken for me. Like I simply cannot watch videos. I closed Opera GX, and I've fully reopened it now, and every time I try to load YouTube, any video, pausing it just crashes everything. I can't even see chat. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh my god. What kind of tech problem is this? How do I even check, like, if there's a YouTube outage, or because it's breaking everything. It's not even YouTube. Close, then open in Task Manager? Dog, I just reopened everything. I refuse to use another browser, like, off rip. I need to learn a new browser if I'm gonna get it, because I have to log into everything and all that. Okay. I'm gonna close Opera GX via Task Manager and see if this works. Okay, it's fully closed. Man, Balth. I really wish I didn't switch to Opera. Gotta say, that was a real bad recommendation on your part. An L recommendation, if you would. Restart PC? That means stream's done for the day, if that's the only option, by the way, guys. Like, if I have to restart my computer, there's not a chance in the world I am rescheduling and retyping out and everythinging and announcing and everything a new stream. So if I end stream to restart my PC, it's over for the day. Just know that, guys. If that is the last resort, because that means stream's done, you know? There's no way to resume it. It just, like, YouTube makes you start all over again from scratch. Okay, it loaded the main page well enough. Let's see if it can load the live stream. Okay. Okay, I think we might be good. All right, I think we might be good. It did close. It refused to open up my other web things I had opened, so I've lost everything I had open. So it's going to be a moment. God, this is all being recorded, too. Fuck me. I have to make sure Ethan edits this entire tech thing out of the video. Oh my God, this is such a massive, massive text unlock. Jesus. Oh my God. Here, let me, I'm gonna message Ethan preemptively so I don't forget that this segment badly needs to be, edited whenever it gets to them. Ethan! I had psycho tech problems during the MrBeast segment. Gotta edit it out in post. Sorry, still live. Sorry about the typos and caps. Let's see how that came out. I said segment. Gotta edit it out in post. Sorry, still live. Sorry about the typos and caps. Okay, I mostly didn't typo that much, honestly. I am a horrible typer, guys. I genuinely hate it. Zan, don't type in all caps. DM is going to accuse you of abusing Ethan. Real. I love how that's literally the accusation, too. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Guys. Did you know XQC abuses his whole audience because he always tweets in all caps? Did you guys know that my all caps announcements are abusive? Sorry, guys, but it is what it is. I do love how this whole MrBeast drama kind of came out of nowhere, and it ended up kind of making the Keffals, or not Keffals, the shit Demon Mama falsely accused me of look really silly when you look at how serious and bad, like, any other content creator who's been accused of this kind of thing has done it. And then on top of that, the evidence is, like, sparse at best. Anyway, mic muted. No, I'm still hearable, I think, right? You guys can still hear me? Yeah, I think you guys can still hear me. We're all good. To be fair, XQC asked to shout because he's often incomprehensible. You're not wrong. That's true. That is true. That is true. Here, let's see if we can watch that video now. Let's see if we can finally watch this video without it nuking my Opera GX. Oh my God, it's happening again. Okay, so we just can't watch this video, I think. I don't know why, but this video specifically breaks my... do you guys want to see what is happening? Like, how bugged it is? Like, everything is just... You can't click anything. I can't scroll. I'm scrolling right now and nothing is happening. Nothing is interactable. Nothing is loading. And it's the second I loaded this video again. Oh, now it's doing this again. The only way to stop what it's done now, I have not full screened it. To be very clear, I've done nothing to make this happen. It's doing it all on its own. Now it's frozen. This is what it was doing before. It's doing it all on its own. This is all happening all on its own. I'm not in control of this. So is this a YouTube problem or is my PC dying? I promise you guys, I absolutely cannot afford a new computer. So I really hope it's not my PC dying out on me. Dude, it's not frozen, it's paused. Dude, look at this screen. What do you call this? I can't click anything. Like, this is frozen. This is, okay. So I'm going to Control-Alt-Delete. And I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up stream for the day, I guess. Shit. Shit, man. Oh, yeah. Okay, it finally says out of memory. It finally says Opera ran out of memory. Okay. So, yeah, I have to stop using Opera GX, it seems. It's just, it doesn't work anymore. I have 32 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM on my PC, and Opera GX can't handle it. Shit, man, that sucks. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this either. Oh no, it's auto-playing the video, fuck! Okay, hopefully my whole thing doesn't... Oh no, it's happening again. Fuck, dude. It auto-opened it when I reopened Opera GX. Now we're back to it being crashed. I gotta... Oh, man. Oh, I got it closed. It closed. Okay. Dude, it's that video specifically. I'm gonna test it with another video, because if it's that video specifically, then that's some weird shit, bro. Here, let's see if a mini Minute Man video works. No problem. What the fuck? Dude, there are demons. There are demons in that video. It's that video specifically. What the fuck? Have we discovered magic in real time? What happened? Okay, the only rational explanation, guys, the only rational explanation for this is that video has so much traffic right now that going to the YouTube video crashes your fucking browser. And that makes no sense to me. There's no technical basis on which I'm basing this, because that makes no sense whatsoever. What the fuck, guys? No, Balth, do not dig me up any videos. The last video you sent me broke my computer. We're not doing that again. No more links. No more links. You guys are sending me, like, Giga RAM nuke links or something. I don't know what you're doing to me. What the fuck? Oh my god, what a nightmare. Holy shit. I guess we scrapped the whole segment. Jesus. Well, at least I don't have to end stream. At least I don't think. If it happens again... I spoke too soon, I think. Did I speak too soon? I think I spoke too soon. Nope. Yeah. Yep, it's still happening. It doesn't matter what I put on now. Okay. So yeah, I think I have to start using Google Chrome again, because clearly Opera GX is, like, genuinely fucking broken. I don't know how many times I can close it entirely out in Task Manager and reopen it, and it can just crash watching YouTube. But this is insane. My PC's either dying or Opera GX is fucked, but it can't be YouTube. So I guess we're gonna wrap up stream here, and I'll try to do the watch party. If it ends up happening on other websites, like when I try to do the watch party for Avatar, then I guess we know it's my PC, but nothing else is fucking up. Oop. Gotta... Alrighty. No, it is in my Discord this week. Nope, that's nothing to do with it, Mom. My mom messaged me saying to clear your history and open up some space. I assure you, Mom, it's not that. It's not that. I'd appreciate it. I'd appreciate no help. Yeah, I think I'll have to switch back to Google Chrome. Opera GX is, like, really does suck massive cock, to be honest. I only ever started using it because Balth recommended it, and it's really been fucking up for me a lot lately, and it's been continuous problem after continuous problem, escalating and becoming more and more frequent. So I guess I have to get used to and log into Chrome and get that installed and everything today, or tonight before my next stream. Man, that really sucks. We had a good cadence going. Fuck, man. All right, guys. In that case, hop in my Discord server, get into the Xander's Theater chat, and we're gonna see if we can do the watch party. I have a feeling it might not work though. Be aware, it very, very likely may not work, because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to use streaming services with how. God. Let's hope it's just YouTube. I think it's just YouTube doing this, so maybe it's just a YouTube problem. Like, fuck, man. Dude, just let me stream. Oh my god. First, my dog ends up having fucking, like, bumps on its feet that are giving it problems, and now my, like, entire browser is crashing when I try to watch a YouTube video. Like, how bad does the universe want to keep me down? Jesus. Okay, there's Xander's Theater. I was about to say, why is it not there? Yeah, so if I don't get the stream, if I don't stream tomorrow, guys, assume my PC just straight up died, by the way. Just as like a final message before I wrap up stream. Because there's a chance it's not Opera. It could be literally my, like, it could be all my RAM dying. Like, if it's my RAM just straight up dying in my PC, you guys aren't going to see me for a very, very long time. Because contrary to what people are saying about me, I make not a lot of money. I cannot afford any new PC parts right now, so, I guess that'll be the end of the channel if my PC fucking dies on me. But I tried to stream. I did my best. YouTube will not work, and I have to get a new browser or a new search engine and browser and everything. So let's see if that works, or if it just stops breaking tomorrow, or if it's like, it might be my RAM dying. I'll try to run a RAM test and see if I've got dead sticks, because I might have like 3 dead sticks or something. And that could be like a more solvable problem, but we'll see we'll see. This seems like hardware death to me right now, to be honest. So I'm really hoping for the best. But regardless, thank you for arriving and showing support today. It really sucks that stream got really shot out of the sky here, but fuck, man, tech problems. It's the one thing I can't account for. I did my best. I did my best. We get more tech problems than any other content creator here. That's what you're subbing for. The most tech problems of any content creator you have ever watched in your life. But we'll do our best. Do you have a Patreon? Will we be able to help donate if your computer quits? I do have a Patreon, but it's basically non-existent. Like, no one is, like, subbed on there. No one really, like, does anything through there. But, like, I don't have a phone or really anything other than a computer. So when my computer dies, you guys won't even get a tweet or an announcement. I won't even be able to tell my friends, like, to text them or to, like, message them. So I'll just be wiped off the face of the earth. You guys will just never hear from me. Assume my PC broke. I have no way of telling the world. That's just the reality of it. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. No, I wouldn't be able to make a GoFundMe, guys. I'm telling you. Like, I would just, if one day I just disappear off the face of the earth, assume I'm not dead. Assume it's literally just my PC stopped working, and it's over. That wouldn't be good. Yeah. You could at least ask your mom if you can use her phone. No. All my logins and stuff are on this PC. I would be locked out of everything because I use a password manager and I don't have a phone that's logged into that password manager. So I would be locked out of everything. I wouldn't be able to log into anything ever again. I wouldn't be able to tell you guys via Discord, Twitter, YouTube, anything if my PC dies overnight. So I'm really grinding to get some backup stuff that lets me save my everything for when my PC inevitably does die. Because if it dies before then, it's literally all over. It's a rough situation, but, you know, what can I say? My fucking phone fell out of my pocket and broke on me years ago, and I haven't gotten a new one. Back up all your stuff ASAP? Where? I promise you I've thought about this. Thank you for the donation, Cammy Whammy. I do appreciate that. That is extremely kind of you. Don't donate, though, under the assumption my PC is broken. For all we know, YouTube is just fucking going crazy. I'm just telling you guys that if I ever disappear off the face of the earth one day, don't assume I'm dead. Assume my PC's power supply just, like, popped or something, you know? And it's like, well, shit. I hope they don't think I'm dead, because I can't tell them it was just my computer, you know? Unfortunate. Paper or something, at least YouTube and Twitter and Discord. Yeah, well, yeah, like I could probably write it down on paper for sure, but then that's way more stealable, you know? You guys have no idea how paranoid I am about my passwords and stuff getting out, because like I just don't want to get my shit hacked and lose everything, especially after the Lonnie stuff, you know? Anyway, with that said, thank you for joining. Wait, what? What? Oh my god. Oh my god, Discord just did the most annoying thing you could possibly imagine. Typed out the entire name of the watch party, accidentally clicked not on the box in Discord, minimized it, and deleted everything I typed in. Everything. God damn it. Avatar: The Last Airbender watch party, start stage. There we go. Okay. Hop in there. All right, everyone. So make sure you're in the watch party. Hop on into the VC. Get on in, and I will see you all in there. We're going to be watching the brunt of Season 3, I believe, of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and it's going to be a fun time. So yeah, in the meantime, let's pray to God my PC is okay, and that it's just YouTube or Opera being cringe, and yeah. I'll see you all next time. I'm sorry for the most scuffed stream I've done. I fucking hate this. It makes me really upset because I need you guys to know I base my entire day around getting ready for stream. And then this happens. It really upsets me, guys, especially because now I can't count today as a work day, and I don't get to take the day off the day after tomorrow. I have to work another 2 days in a row. It's really the worst for me across the board. I'm very upset about this. So if you guys hate that I have to end stream early, I promise you I'm more upset about it. That said, hope to see you in the watch party. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. And Cammy Whammy, thank you so freaking much for the $70. Let me know if you want a refund on that, obviously, because I don't know if my PC is broken. It might be, but it might also not be. So don't donate assuming my PC is broken, but I do appreciate that. Thank you so much, Cammy Whammy. It says to be used for new PC or PC parts. I do appreciate it. Obviously, I can put that to a new phone. Yeah, I do need to get a new phone. I really do. And I need to like switch all my stuff from my old broken phone over to the new one. Yeah, I've lost my streaming privileges. Unfortunate. Anyway, guys, have a great one. I hope to see you in the watch party. If you don't arrive, then you're gay and cringe. And with all that said, have a good one. Bye! Doo-doo fart.